Hey everyone, Ramses Nava here. Thanks again for watching. I wanted to create this video on expired listings, more specifically, expired commercial listings. So I can do another series on this that goes over the commercial sales, commercial leasing, but I wanted to make kind of a broad video to share to people right now that maybe had their property on the market and for whatever reason it didn't sell with the broker that you were using and now it's expired, but you still want to get it sold. So this is for you. And again, thank you for watching. If you find any value, feel free to like, subscribe to my channel for more upcoming content. So little backstory on myself, feel free to watch the other videos that I have on me, but my name is Ramses Nava and I specialize in commercial real estate, more specifically industrial real estate here in the Inland Empire. So I started off doing a lot of leasing in the office and the retail shopping center sector. I did very well in those, in that market, but I wanted to move on to something different, so I went into industrial. I have a lot of experience doing various lease types. We have in-house attorney here at the office that goes over all of our leases and helps us out whenever it comes to really securing the leases for our landlords. So that's just a little bit on myself. So just know that you're getting information from a qualified commercial leasing broker and sales broker as well. So anyways, few things to consider. Why did your property expire? Now, I'm not going to sit here and blame the agents. A lot of the times, me personally, I have dropped the ball on listings. I have, been inexperienced when it came to selling it, or for one reason or another, could not get it sold and the listing expired. So I know that a lot of the times it may not always be our fault. It is our fault sometimes, as an agent. But I say it's always my fault. I'm always taking the blame because if your property didn't sell, obviously I probably didn't guide you the right way or didn't, really explain how everything works. So one thing to consider why it didn't sell, besides, who you hired, is going to be, what did the marketing look like? How did it look like? So when you look up your property, right, were the pictures clear? Was the information clear? Was the, quote unquote, story clear? As a broker, whenever I get a property that I'm going to list up for sale, there's a story behind it. So what do I mean by that, right? There's a reason why the seller is selling the property, and there's a reason why a buyer is coming in to buy it. Now, me as a broker, I have to be able to make sure that the story makes sense for both parties, and both parties are relatively happy at the end of everything. So going back to, in your scenario, not sure what happened in your case, but in the very beginning, you have to see is what story was being told. So when you look up on the internet, you try to find information, and if it doesn't, make sense, the story doesn't make sense, or maybe you can't find enough marketing on it, then that's where we could start. We could start there. Now, let's just say all the marketing was good, the story makes sense, everything was fine. Well, the second thing I would say is, was it priced too high? Maybe you were asking too much for your property. I'm not too sure, only you know. But in most cases, when a property expires in the market, it's because, one, it didn't get enough exposure, but two, it was probably priced too high to begin with. So if that was the case for you, you have to go and decide now, all right, do I want to put it back on the market and try the same pricing but a different marketing strategy? That's one option. But if you've already tried a good marketing strategy, right, and now it's still not sold, then obviously you have to decide if you would take a lower price for your property. Because at the end of the day, as owners, you can create whatever price you want, you can put whatever price you want, but at the end of the day, the person that's going to buy it, that's what the market price is, right? That's who determines the market price. It is the buyers at the end of the day. So you want to look at the pricing as well. Maybe it was a pricing that just didn't sell for whatever reason. The other thing is to consider if it expired, if it was let's say a lease listing, right? So you got to look and see not only the marketing, but you have to look at maybe your spaces. Is there anything that, as a tenant, that is a negative in your property? So when you drive your property, I always like to drive my listings that I have. I'll drive them at night when I had retail shopping centers, just so I can tell the owners, hey, this is out, this light's out. You might want to look at this. You might want to look at that. So as an owner, if your listing or your property didn't lease and it expired in the lease, then maybe you want to go take a look at that aspect. See what could be missing from it. See what you could fix up. Maybe the spaces inside, when you're leasing them out, you never know. Maybe you need to just do basic paint. You need to do basic upgrades. It all depends. Again, I'm gonna generalize because I don't know your property. I don't know what exactly happened, but a lot of the times when it is for lease and it expires, that's one of the reasons. And other reason is, as brokers, we don't call everybody back. So that's another thing, is you got to look at your broker. Was he following up with everybody? Was he giving you an update? And you just got to go from there. So the other thing to consider, again, when it comes to selling it, is it goes back to the broker in a way, but were you getting any calls? Were you getting an update every week? What conversations were happening, right? If there was no communication, no conversations at all, well, at the end of the day, I know us as brokers, we do get busy, but at the end of the day, you do want to work with somebody that is at least going to have an update for you, at least tell you, what they're doing, what they're working on, or at least follow up when they do get any sort of offer in, even if it is below the price that you would like to sell at. So I can go on and tell you all my secrets, but again, that's why you got to give me a call and work with a broker like myself. I really think outside the box, and this scenario right here, like I said, I do this every single day, and I would love to help you. Do a free consultation if you have any questions at all. If you want me to take a look at your property, maybe we can do something different, or maybe we can help you out get it sold. So if there's any interest, please feel free to follow my website down below. You can go ahead and follow me on YouTube as well. Subscribe, like, whatever it may be. I'm always posting content to help owners like yourself and also other agents become better in the business, because that's what we're all here for, become better. So anyways, thanks again for watching this long. And this is Ramses Nava. Hope you have a great rest of your day.